Okay, welcome back to Total War.
Is it not obvious? Orders.
Oh yeah, we're about to do this.
Yalla!
Well,
My
I'm
sultan
supposed to be
wishes
recording
you dead.
Resident Evil at the moment
Where to, sir?
because it's a Tuesday, and I'm going to put some. I've got until 7 to get a video up. But I decided I had enough of the stuff because it was on the hard drive, so I put it. I'm just currently downloading it on the SSD. I had to uninstall a few things because I've got limited space, but I thought it'd be worth it, so I don't want any more stuff. So it's currently being downloaded, so I've got an hour or so of free time while it finishes up. So nothing better than Total War.
Hail my king. As you will, my king. To battle.
Now I've learned a few things between the last recording session and this. I've been watching a few just random videos on Total War, and I'm beginning to realise how little I know, despite me playing this game for however many years and hours. There's still a ton in this game alone that I don't know, or I didn't know. There's probably still a lot I don't know, but yeah, just random little things. Like, I didn't know Timbuktu actually is one of the richest places for resources. So there's all down this bottom here. You can't quite see because of the fog of war, but there's a lot of I think it's ivory, which is I think one of the rarest resources in the game. There's quite a few bits of it, and there's also other things around here as well. Slaves is a good resource. So I need to get some merchants down here, basically. That's what I'm saying. If I can find any, I'll be able to. Yeah, and also this may be so really basic to a lot of people, but I just never thought about it. The Inquisitors only arrive in your areas because you're not focusing on religion in these particular settlements. So there's no churches, or you've not built priests or that kind of recruited priests. So it's where you leave, where you forget about religion. That's when the Inquisitors come and sort things out. Or they get sent. So all the ones in my settlements, and that is all my fault for not, paying attention to the religion or religious concerns earlier on in the campaign. So this is all, yeah. I never knew that. I just thought I just accepted it early on that they were just, they occurred randomly and you just have to deal with them. But there are reasons behind these things. So that's something else I've learned. So it makes me want to do another campaign. Not obviously I'm going to finish this one, but it makes me want to do another campaign and really research the game in absolute depth about all the different mechanics that are at play, and just try and do it, like really pro style, just trying to, do everything meticulously and, really focus on doing things well. Because looking at some of I was watching this guy called Legend of Total War, which I'm sure many people know, but he's quite good at the games. Obviously he's got a good knowledge base of the games as well. He doesn't really play multiplayer, it's mainly the sort of single player side, so the campaigns he has down, he really knows what he's doing. There's always different things that are at play here. Also, one thing as well I learned from him, obviously London's my capital, it's more beneficial to have your capital in the centre of your empire. Just, it helps with public order and things in different, well, yeah. The further away the city is from this capital, it adds to negative public order if they're a long way away. But also, it's something to do with the trade. If I had for example, if I had Venice as my capital, because textiles are so close, textiles would be a really just worthless rather, resource, because we had them readily available at the capital. So yeah, textiles here would be very worthless. So even if I went miles away and found textiles, they wouldn't be worth anything. However, for example, if I found something down here, like what is this, salt, sugar, who knows, one of these resources, because they're so far away from the capital, they immediately become worth a lot more. And also there are tiers of resources in themselves. It's like 1 to 5, I believe. 1 obviously being the worst, 5 being the most rare, which is like ivory and gold. They're tier 5 resources. So if you find a tier 5 resource that's miles away from your capital, that's going to be worth a hell of a lot more than like a tier 1 that's very close. So I didn't realise that relationship between the distance to the capital and, how that works with the sort of merchant thing. So that's interesting anyway. So he's showing all these strats about how to, you know, maximize your profits early on by picking the right, you know, resource away from your capital to start your first merchant off and that kind of thing. It's just, yeah, really interesting. So much going on that I wasn't aware of. Really wasn't aware of. There's a whole side to the religion as well. The religious, getting your, you know, priests to cardinals and getting the, is it called the preferati in Rome? The ones that like are potentially, they could potentially become the Pope. I don't get any of that as well. So it's the whole kind of sub game going on that I've just completely ignored. But anyway, I'm waffling. But it's just interesting. There's just so much going on that I didn't really know was going on or bother to learn. So yeah, it's more in depth than I thought. But anyway, that's 5 minutes of me carrying on. So what are we doing?
Hail my king! Hail my king!
Where to, sire?
I don't go. Yeah, so here, ivory. We basically need a lot more merchants.
At your service.
So I'm sitting on a, what's this? I'm sitting on a 13 trade. Sugar's good, that's 124. But this, yeah, 302 for one. Let's try this.
Tomorrow's journey awaits, sire.
I think by the looks of it we were at the end of a turn here. Yeah, we were.
Command me, sire.
So we're busy doing a few things, but I think what we were going to do was attack Antioch, I believe.
Orders.
Another crack at it.
Orders.
So we'll attack with this army, I think.
To battle it is then, sire. Prepare to assault the walls.
We could auto-resolve this, but I think we should probably fight it because we lost the last battle, so I think we should just do it properly and attack. I've also realised that I've not been maximising my agents' potential, things like spies and assassins. I've not been properly utilising them. Sorry, I just got a message. Yeah, there's all kinds of things. Like sending groups of spies to a city you're about to attack and setting them up in the city, open the gates for you so we don't need rams, which would be good for me. Things like that, yeah, just little things not been doing. And also the assassins could actually attack buildings inside cities as well, not just people.
The enemy are bringing in reinforcements.
Let's roll.
Reach the enemy's walls. Men, heavy. Units, march.
This time, what we're going to do, we're going to send them in different areas. I think last time we stormed up one alleyway, which again doesn't help because it means all your troops are stuck in one location. It was me being, yeah, not thinking about what I'm doing, just trying to plough through, which won't work, even against crap troops sometimes. So we're going to send a few different areas of, well, we're going to take a few different alleyways and obviously take up the main route, to go left. Right looks like a bit of a hassle, but I think we'll have to go right with a few troops as well. So we'll do that. Again, the general, I want him in the city, I guess, but I don't want him in the fight. He'll just be providing moral support. Yeah, I think one of the main problems is going one route, is that if you engage this unit here, if I engage this unit in this main alleyway, all my units in the main alleyway would be technically, the game would class them as engaged with this unit, so they'd all be getting tired. This one unit could knacker out my entire army, and then, you know, give them a good chance of winning, because obviously fatigue plays a huge factor in terms of whether a unit routes or not. So to put all my troops in one line, it's fairly poor. It's a bad idea. I'm actually more concerned about these trebuchets now because I know they're actually fairly devastating. You get a few of the heavy shots like right on you. Right, so we're going to do a few things here. Let's get you sorting those guys out quickly. You can go right, I think. The unit of cav. And you boys can go.
The Lord is with us today. Captured the enemy's walls.
I just realised we're going to get held out here, to be honest. No, we're not. I'm actually going to move these archers over here because we can use them for now. Circle poles. We've got to try and deal with some of these siege engines over here. Or spearmen, that's probably a better target.
Our men are winning the battle. If we continue like this, we will smash the enemy. Heavy infantry!
So we've got 3 alleyways to go down now, so we'll have pretty much three separate forces there. I think they've divided up fairly well. So the general up in the middle there, just you can just sit there for a bit. I'd rather go for the spearmen here because they're slightly more concerning. Alright, good. Right, deal with those trebs then. I'll take the general at the main line, I think. This looks already fairly convincing that we've got it, but keep going. I see the English Knights involved. Pretty badass. There you go. They're going to route through us as well, aren't they? So we're going to just slaughter them as they run past. Perfect. Nice.
Guard him well and make it so he can see us defeat the rest of his army.
Still going to go this way though. In fact, we could probably wait here because there's going to be a few troops coming in through this gate, apparently. So. Tell you what we'll do, we'll leave a couple of armoured swords to guard the gate. That should be fine. What's wrong with this? I've got a glitched cav here. Can you get inside, look? Yes, you can. Try and get them to the other trebuchet because I don't want to. They could lose a few troops here if this second one's allowed to fire a lot. It's the perfect target. This little alleyway. Come on, get them through. I'll tell you what. I'm gonna move. Let's send them out actually because we might need to. No, we won't need to. We'll capture the town square, so that will set off the trigger, the timer, so we won't need to engage the ones outside the city. And we'll lose troops unnecessarily. Fast forward now, I think. I've also learnt that to start the timer, on a town square, you need to have 4 times the troops of the enemy defending the square to set off the capture timer. It's worth noting. So I think we're pretty much done here.
Slain the Saracen general. Now we must send his men running back to the desert. Heavy infantry. All of Christendom will
Yeah, that was
be
good.
awed by
Minimal
the
losses, only
victory we have
130,
won
that's
here
not bad.
today.
I'll take that.
No. Such is the fate
Second.
of all who oppose us. Victory! These people now kneel before us, my lord.
Good. Alright, Antioch's ours then.
Sire.
So I could probably take this army here and try and... Can we go around this way? Yeah, that's quicker.
As you wish. Marching to
Where to?
Try and finish off a few of these
There will be
armies that
much
are knocking
honor
about around
in
here.
defeating you, noble infidel.
So what I'm going to do, I'm going to change our capital now. I think probably to Rome. That would seem to make sense given our empire currently. So I'm going to set it now. So we'll look how this might affect our finances. Right, profits 10,173. Okay. Oof, that rough. See how that changed? That dropped heavily. London's now very unhappy. As are a few places in Europe. That's setting England back quite a way actually in terms of public order. It might be a bad idea for now. Yeah, I'll put it back up. We'll play around with that I think once we've set up, maybe get some more troops and stuff in these cities to garrison them, keep them happy. Probably think about changing it. It technically works now though, so I'll leave it as it is. It's going to cause a kind of problem.
Fleet ready, sire. You're building. You can't take Damascus, that's fine. Hail, my king.
At your service.
Can we move straight out? Yeah.
Move. My king. Orders, my lord. Orders. Sire. Sire. Yes. An order.
Not messing about, going straight for Adana.
Born, sire. We shall slaughter them, my lord.
Kosher, we'll do farms, I think. This is something I learned to have a look at. So when you build a building, you get the settlement details up, and you press the obviously build a building, you can see what potentially is going to happen in the settlement. So we're going to lose a bit from corruption, but we are going to gain some back from farming, and also we're going to get a bonus to population growth, as you'd expect with farming, so that's all good. Alright, let's end the turn. I think I'm going to pause this one here. An aspiring English scholar by the name of Walter Merle claims that he is able to predict the weather. Okay, making progress. I'll leave this one here then. Thanks for watching.